and disguised himself as a porter and smoothly entered the prison kitchen pushing an oven. What the guards didn't know was that 2 other people were hidden inside the oven. Soon after, his accomplices covered for Jack and Tom as they changed into prisoner uniforms. At mealtime, Jack secretly added a laxative to the food in the cafeteria, unaware of anything. The prisoners began to vomit and have diarrhea shortly after eating. The prison fell into chaos. At that moment, Jack and Tom pretended to clean the toilet. After locking the door, they used a power drill to bore a hole through the floor. It turned out that beneath the toilet was a vault. Their real target from the start was the $600 million worth of gold inside that vault. Jack quickly drilled through the 1-meter thick floor. He then injected flammable and explosive gas through the hole into the vault. Meanwhile, their teammate outside deliberately parked a car loaded with explosives at the prison gate. They planned to use the timed explosion to create a distraction for Jack and Tom inside. Once the timing was right, Jack quickly dropped a fire source into the hole. The fire ignited the gas in the vault, causing an instant explosion. At the same time, the car outside also exploded, drawing the full attention of security and masking the sound of the vault explosion. The vault door was blown open. Jack and Tom quickly entered the vault. Jack moved to a blind spot in the surveillance area and swiftly took photos using his phone, matching the angle and position of the security cameras. He connected his phone to the camera system via a data cable and replaced the live footage with the photos. When security checked the vault's cameras, they didn't notice anything suspicious. Meanwhile, Jack and Tom swiftly loaded the $600 million worth of gold onto carts. Then the security tried to zoom in on the footage, but found the controls unresponsive. Sensing something was wrong, they rushed to check the vault, but by then, the gold had already been taken by Jack and his team. The prison was immediately locked down. Jack hadn't had time to move the gold out of the prison yet. To help, their teammate outside drove away at high speed, drawing the attention of the guards. Thinking the gold was in the vehicle, the security chased after it. Inside the prison, Tom smashed a valuable statue on purpose. He then made a mold based on the shape of the original statue. They melted the gold in the oven at high temperature. Then, they slowly poured the molten gold into the mold. Once the gold cooled, a golden version of the statue was complete. To avoid detection, they painted the statue red to match the original appearance. They then packed it in a wooden crate, pretending it was being sent out for repair. Suddenly, a guard stopped them. Tom handed over a fake maintenance slip for the guard to check. They opened the crate to let the guard inspect the damaged statue. The guard found nothing unusual. Tom and his team were allowed to leave. They had successfully stolen $600 million worth of gold.